suck my dick until I cut it off, and then suck my vagina. Because the open dishonesty from Republicans is so disgusting. Alright, let's talk a little bit about what we've done here. So, Donald Trump is someone who absolutely did not hide everything he wanted to do and exactly who he is. He said he wanted to be a dictator on day one and no one cared. He said that, multiple of his campaign advisors had been saying that he wants to do something with the Insurrection Act, and no one listened. And he said that he wants to engage in the biggest mass deportation of all American history, and no one really cares or likes it. He keeps hinting at, like, dropping weird dictator apologia by saying, I wish my people listened to me the same way that Kim Jong-un's people listened to me, or something along the lines, and no one cared. We literally have testimony from his old army generals that he was asking them to act more like the Nazis, and for some reason that was only covered for like a day or two. So we have no one but to blame but ourselves here. Donald Trump did not hide who he is. Donald Trump did not hide what he wants to do. And with these first executive orders, which you can criticize or not criticize, you can believe or not believe, with these first executive orders, it's absolutely within what I would expect him to do, and that's why I'm so terrified about where our country is right now. It feels like we've lost the American identity that so many people valued. We've lost all idea of like liberalism or libertarianism, because big government's always so appealing to the party that would benefit from big government. They don't care about Donald Trump saying he wants to be a dictator or saying that he wants to use like emergency granted powers in order to do all of this crazy shit, because they don't care about they don't actually care about libertarianism. They don't actually care about freedom. What they care about is their party being the ones that is running the country. We already have somebody in chat talking about how, like, oh, thank God it's not Kamala Harris. You are deeply, deeply anti-American or deeply, deeply misinformed. When we see that Donald Trump, he's already said this on the campaign trail, but for some fucking reason no one cares. When he says we want to declare an end to birthright citizenship, we're talking about taking the fucking Constitution and stomping on it. We don't care about the freedoms that the Constitution guarantees us, because we only care about means to an end. We only care about Donald Trump doing what we think feels good for us. We don't care about freedom. We don't care about America. I'm tired of Republicans getting away with calling themselves patriots. This is the absolute opposite of patriotism. You don't give a fuck about your country if you're willing to let this fucking 80-year-old, your 80-year-old cult leader, just stomp on the 14th Amendment, which he's already done, by the way, because he shouldn't have even been on the fucking ballot. But you're willing to let him stomp on the 14th Amendment. You're willing to let him literally say, before he got elected, that he would be willing to terminate the Constitution. You guys are deeply anti-American, and there's, whenever in 3 years you're like, oh, if only we knew, you did. You knew, we all knew, and you didn't care because you like your cult leader. That's all it comes down to. So I'm happy that we're literally looking at involving the U.S. military and border security. When, by the way, I think the most recent thing showed that there was 58,000 encounters at the border, and you're willing to let Donald Trump declare this a national emergency. By the way, just so you know, dictators don't take power for fun. They always claim that it's because of this big problem that needs to be addressed, and that bureaucracy won't address it meaningfully. And you're letting him declare a fucking national emergency over 50,000 encounters. Not even them coming into the border. Encounters. So I hope we're happy that we're literally willing to let this fucking dumb fuck destroy our democracy, which is, by the way, how every authoritarian has been taking power in the modern age. Destroy our democracy and let him walk away scot-free from that. Show open contempt for our Constitution, let him walk away scot-free from that, and then say that he's going to declare a national state of security over 50,000 border encounters, and you don't care. This is unhinged. And listen, if you want to come in and if you want to come into the Discord and we can chat, we absolutely can. But know that your talking points in chat are the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, and I've heard it a billion times. We're not actually a democracy. Read the Constitution. Okay, come in and talk if you want to. But realize that fucking repeating the same 5 goddamn talking points that every Republican repeats to me is not particularly convincing when I'm reading you exactly what his fucking campaign says they want to do, which is directly contradictory to the 14th Amendment. Please, if you don't want to come into the Discord, please fuck off. I'm not interested in having this discourse in my chat. Oh, and by the way, for all of you dumb fucks who was claiming that all of the transgender fear-mongering bullshit was about protecting the kids from trans people, a sincere suck my dick goes out to you. Because now we have establishing that gender and sex is not the same. We are removing protections for transgender people. So with all of your stupid fucking virtue signaling about protecting the kids, to use it as an excuse to get rid of transgender rights, suck my dick until I cut it off, and then suck my vagina. Because the open dishonesty from Republicans is so disgusting. I just want to let you know, you guys don't care about anything you claim to care about, and you want a dictator as long as it fits your agenda. This is, I have principles, I care about freedom, I care about our Constitution, and you guys are willing to grift on it until it gets you popular support, and then spit on it when you get in power.